great Jason Kidd. And one thing we know about him is he is not above gamesmanship. All right, let's go back to 2013 when he was coaching the Nets, all right? And he tells, if we can see, he actually tells Tyshawn Taylor,
bump into me.
Hit me. Look, hit me. Hit me. They had no timeouts left. He needed his players to get set up on the court so they could get a last shot against the Lakers. They did actually get a good look. Paul Pierce just missed it to lose that game. And then even Nick, as a player, let's go back to when he played in Dallas late in his career, point guard with Dirk Nowitzki. He runs into Mike Woodson. Woodson's close to the court, not on the court. Look at that. He runs into him and admitted later, hey, we were down. I needed something to change the momentum. Dirk Nowitzki told him, man, you're crazy.
So good.
And he's crazy like a fox, Nick. And what he is doing is the same thing. Look, Golden State built this 3-0 lead in large part, not totally, but in large part because of their zone defense, boxing one. They thrown a lot of looks at the Mavericks, all right? And in Game 4, the Mavericks made a nice adjustment to get open threes. Then the Warriors adjusted in the second half, and really the second unit or third unit, whatever you want to call it, that was playing the fourth quarter, they came in and executed the new adjustments to a T, and they cut a 30 or 29-point lead to 8. All right, and Dallas, which had shot 19 of like 30, 36 or something crazy from the three-point line in the first three quarters, went 1 of 7 in the fourth quarter. And so Kidd saw that, like, I don't know if we have another adjustment. So let me play the gamesmanship card, which has been so good to me in the past. And that's what he did. He's trying to appeal to the egos, Nick, of Draymond, of Andrew Wiggins, and all these guys to say, hey, they can't guard Draymond. He's saying, I'm the best defender ever. They saying I can't guard him, coach. Forget the zone. Let's go play man.
Exactly. But I think he might even convince you, or I might help him. Kevon Looney, you're looking for a big contract. Don't get that playing zone defense. You get that man-to-man, shutting people down. Andrew Wiggins, you're looking for a big contract. Supposed to be a great two-way stopper. How are you going to show that in a zone defense, the back shell of a zone? Give me a break. Draymond, you're supposed to be the greatest defender ever. Take on the challenge. Klay Thompson, folks are saying you can't guard the way you used to. Take on the challenge. That's what I would say to the Golden State Warriors. But I have something far more important to say to Chris Broussard. Brew, I just want to make sure things haven't changed in the last 24 hours. You believe this series is over. Dallas is drawing dead. The Warriors are going to the finals. Okay. Well, then, doesn't it behoove them to practice what they're going to need in the finals? That zone defense isn't going to work against no, the series is over. It's over, guys. Wilds, you and Brew have both declared it over. You're not quite as over. You're saying there's an alien landing component. But Boston, which you guys said is in the finals, has a bunch of guys who can score. You can't do a box and one. Why would you spend 1 second of valuable on-court practice, which is what Game 5 is? You guys have both told me, series over, doing something you're never going to use in the NBA Finals. So not only is there a challenge, I think the smart thing for the Warriors, because the series is won. Mavs are dead. What does it brew? 146 teams have been down 3-0. God knows there's nothing could happen. So shouldn't they just play man-to-man defense, Wilds? Shouldn't they play this game like they're playing the Celtics? So they're out ahead. So they can start working on things. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? Tell me why they wouldn't.
No, I think it's a good question. So just to take viewers to where we are right now. Yesterday, I talked about an alien invasion as a metaphor for what I thought the Mavericks' chances were of winning the series. That was by far nowhere near as ridiculous as the arguments that Nick Wright is making today on what the Warriors should do against the Mavericks. So not only
just point out one flaw.
are the world champion dynasty of this millennium Golden State Warriors, going to be baited into changing their defensive strategy because of a Jason Kidd one-off line at a press conference, because Kevin Looney is going to sit down with his agent, come up with a strategy, and then pitch that to Steve Kerr and Mike Brown. Like, you know what? That's a good point. Or Draymond is going to say, you know what? I need the challenge. All of these rings on my finger aren't enough. All of my media jobs aren't enough. I need to shut Jason Kidd up. It is ridiculous. Okay. I don't think the Warriors, I think they're nonplussed, Nick. And the fact that they're going to practice. They're going to basically use Game 5 as a practice
why
for the
wouldn't
Celtics.
They do that?
Drew,
why wouldn't they do that? Shouldn't they start preparing?
We can
because they're
champions. I'm not addressing practice.
Because they're champions. All right? They're not going to play into your hands, to Jason Kidd's hands, and take this game lightly.